Hey guys, this is Roxann Smithers with the Smithers Law Group, and this is a note from my Legalpad. So, if you have been following our firm for a while, you'll notice that we have a new name, Smithers Law Group. And there's a process that we had to go through to change our legal name. And by doing so, I was engaged in conversations with other clients and business owners who may have also gone through this process or were curious about how to change the name of their business. So this note from my Legalpad is going to talk about the process for legally changing the name of your business. Okay, so if you followed our other videos, you know that we talk about the fact that your business is a separate legal entity. When you set it up, it's going to have a legal name or a government name, as we say. And there is a process that you have to follow, just like a person has to follow if they want to change their name legally. I think women who have gotten married understand this process more than anyone else and go through it the most often times. So we're going to walk through that process a little bit. So whether you're changing your name because you've had a change in ownership structure, and with law firms, usually the owner's name are in the business, or if you want to expand the brand of your business beyond your original name, or you're looking to add or shift in your products or your services, you may be in the market for a name change or think you need to change your name. And so there's a process that will follow through that. The first thing that you'll want to do, particularly if you are not a solo member of your business or the sole shareholder or owner of your business, is you'll want to have something in writing called a corporate resolution, where it shows that everyone is agreeing in the business to this name change. And that should be signed off by the majority of the owners of the business. And it authorizes that name change process. The next thing that you're going to want to do is, generally speaking, you will change your name with the Secretary of State in your respective state. That is also the place where you originally formed your business. Now, most Secretary of States, if they have their products and if they have their forms online, you can do this process fairly easily online. Some Secretary of State require that a form is submitted by mail or sometimes fax or even in person. But generally speaking, you'll complete a form applying to change the name of your business. Once that is processed by the Secretary of State and your new name is accepted and associated with your new business, you'll then want to take a copy of maybe that corporate resolution and particularly that certificate of amendment of your name change, and you'll send a letter to the IRS. Now, you'll go to the IRS's website and they'll give you some information about name change, and they'll tell you that you need to do it in writing. You need to mail it in to the closest IRS processing center near your state. And what you're doing is you're letting the IRS know that you've changed your legal name that is associated with your EIN. Your EIN will not change, and that is your employer identification number. Sometimes it's called a tax ID number as well. That's essentially your social security number for your business. So you'll let the IRS know that you've changed your name and that they should update their records to show the entity that is associated with that EIN number. Generally speaking, the IRS will send you back a confirmation letter that they have made this change in their records. Quick tip, make sure that you send that letter certified with return receipt so that you can confirm that the IRS received your notification. Okay? Once you've got the change with the Secretary of State and you've got the change with the IRS, you'll then want to go to your bank accounts for your business. So if you paid attention to our co-mingling video, then you'll know that you should certainly have a separate bank account, at least one separate bank account for your business that's in your business's name. The bank is going to want that information so that they can update the name on your bank account. You may have to do new signature cards, and you may get a new debit card if you had a debit card. You may also need to get new checks issued. Generally speaking, if you're using checks, you can usually put in your new name, write in your new name until you run out of checks, and then update it when you order new checks, if you're using checks. A lot of people aren't using checks these days. Similarly, you'll want to update your credit cards. If you have credit cards in the name of your business, you want to give them that update as well, and they may want to issue you new credit cards if your business name shows up on your credit cards. Those are the formal official legal steps. But as we know, there are a lot of other pieces that you'll have to chase down. This may be updates to your website, updates to marketing materials, update to business cards, social media sites. So it can be a bit of a process to get through. Take it one step at a time. Don't feel overwhelmed, and you can certainly get it done. Now, I always do give the caveat and find out if a legal name change is completely necessary, because you do have the option to simply have a trade name or multiple trade names or nicknames for your business. Essentially, you have your legal name and then you're doing business as. A lot of companies do that so that they can differentiate different services, different product lines for their business without having separate legal entities for each of these product lines or businesses. And so you can think about whether you simply want to start utilizing a trade name for your business and skip this whole name change process. That's an option that's always available as well. Okay. If you do that, you generally have to either provide a notification or register that trade name either with your state, often the Secretary of State, and in some states you do that at the county level, at your local court in the county where your business is located. I always advise that you still have somewhere in your website, in your marketing materials, and particularly in your legal documents where you identify your legal name and indicate what your trade name is. So you have your legal name, doing business as, and then whatever your trade name is. This makes it possible for people who are engaging with you to be able to confirm that you are a legal entity when they look you up with the Secretary of State, because they'll have to look you up by that legal name, and gives you that validity. That's another option for individuals who do not want to go through the rigmarole and the upheaval of a legal name change. So I hope this note has been helpful, giving you an understanding of the process and also giving you an alternative to changing the name of your business legally. So this is Roxann Smithers with the Smithers Law Group, and this is a note from my Legalpad. For more information from the attorneys with the Smithers Law Group, please feel free to reach us on our website at STU Law Group. You can find us on LinkedIn. You can find us on Instagram as well as Facebook at the Smithers Law Group.